Hello everybody. Now, I have just made some old card. I'm not even sure what thickness this is, but it'll cut with a die cut. I've done it before. I've cut loads of these, and it's packaging that was on the back of designer paper. This one is Timeless Portrait. I have tea dyed it, and in case you're wondering what happened to the cheerful treat one that I did earlier, you know, I coffee dyed it. Well, I made it into designer paper, filmed it, or videoed it. Filming is a gross exaggeration for what I do. And I don't know if the very smart amongst you have twigged, but this big stamp, this lovely foxglove stamp, is upside flipping down. Now, it really doesn't matter. I will use it, but for the purposes of doing a tutorial as such, and I do use that word very loosely, it's not really good enough. So I very, very quickly coffee dyed or tea dyed, whichever you prefer, my card. I have loads of these and I keep them for just this purpose. I have dried it with a heat gun, so it's a little bit, because I didn't turn it over often enough because I've no patience. What I'm about to do now, if you're wondering about coffee dyeing, the preceding video will show you how to do this. If you're not a coffee drinker, do not go out and buy yourself a pot of coffee just to do this, or a jar of coffee. You can do it with tea bags. Get yourself a mug, put about 4 tea bags into it, 1/3 fill it, or even 1/4 fill it. Just cover the tea bags slightly more, you know, maybe about a 1/2 inch, or what's 1/2 inch in English, 3.5 mil or something, or 3.5 centimeters, I should say, of hot water, boiled water. And it doesn't have to be boiled, by the way, just hot water will do. It's just to allow the tea bags to diffuse into the water. Leave it overnight. Squeeze your tea bags out. Don't worry if you split the bags. Sometimes I get grains of coffee in mine. Sometimes I get little bits of tea leaves. They all add to the organic feel. You can brush them off, but I kind of like them, so I tend to leave them there. Right, now, so coffee or tea dye your paper. It's exactly what it says. Watch the video before if you don't believe me. It shows you me coffee dyeing something for all of 2 minutes, and the rest of the video is me chin wagging as usual. So this one I've just said I've heat dried. I prefer to leave them to dry overnight, but obviously I needed to redo my video because I made an absolute and utter holics of the last one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off and pretend I never did anything at all. Now, I'm using some gorgeous distressings. I have my greens first. Where are they? I have rustic wilderness and iced spruce. I think that's what I used. I have another one, bundle sage. Was that what I used? No, I think it was just the two. I thought those two were too close together. So what I'm going to do is, I love this little part here of this stencil. I'm not sure whose this is, but it doesn't matter. Use anybody's stencils. It really doesn't matter. I'm using my rustic wilderness. I'm going to try and do this in shot. Now, I want this bee of this little stencil just off. Oops, a daisy. That's a good start. Just off the page, because wait a second. Let's get right in there, and let's bring that down a little bit, because I always forget to do that, and it's too neat. And then I'm going to do one, say, over here like this. And I don't want it to look too square. So I'm sort of just doing around it, if you know what I mean, down with the script, sort of very designerish like that. There's my lovely mummy with a cup of tea. Oh, you're too good to me, Mum. Thank you so much. Oh, and the bun. Oh, here. This is Rose Spout Rotten. Mummy, you can say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
That's my gorgeous mum. Bless her wee cotton socks. 81 years old, and she's still looking after me. She's a sweetie. I don't deserve her. I really don't. Right, here we go. Let's put our bee back down. Stop worrying about the mug of tea. I've been doing too much talking. And I'm his horse. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? I love this stencil. Right, where do we want to go? Maybe over here in this corner, but with just a little bit of the text. You know the way, there we go, perfect. Oh, that's a tad. Oh, I'm just going to leave it, don't spoil it. And then I think that's too neat. Here, that's a bit neat too. I hate things being neat. Oh, well, that's going to have to do. Let me see if I can't marry that back up and finish him. Yeah, I think I can. There we go. Perfect. Oh, well done. Right, that'll do that one. Now, I also have a little post office bit here, here, and here. And I like the square against the prettiness of this one. So I'm going to change it up. Am I? Or will I go with my leafy stencil? Do you know, I do like this leaf stencil. I'm going to go with it. And I'm going to use my iced spruce. And get a little bit on the brush. And let's go with this one. Now I'm going to do a more or less a full one here. I love this stencil too. These are probably two of my favourites. Because I need something quite big. Because the stamps that I'm going to use are quite small. Because I don't want to do the same one that I did in the last video that you're not going to get to see. Because I made an absolute bangles of it. Oh, look at that. Isn't that crack-a-lackin'? Now, here, I think. What do you think? Here, turn it round, make them meet. Oh, yes. Let's have a go at that, eh? I don't want to cross over too much. Right, let's have a go at that. Oh, it's a beautiful stencil. A bit more. Love this colour. Look at that, isn't it? Oh, I've got a bit of... Oh, that was close. That was a bit of the ink pad itself. Now, I want little bits coming in and out here like this. Yeah. Like that. Perfect. Here, like this. Perfect. Look at that. That's lovely. I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to do quite a big one up here like this. Yep, that's good. I love making this designer series paper stuff, or my own backgrounds, whatever fancy term you like to call it, or whatever name you want to give it. It really doesn't matter. It's good fun. I want this going a different way off this edge. Something like that, I think. Let's go right up there. There. Here. Oh, the finger's getting sore. It's going to give up on me. There we go. Oh, gorgeous. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. Right, we can put the stencils away. I'll give those a wash later. There we go. And we'll pop that brush out of the road so I don't accidentally pick it up to do something stupid with it. I'm setting my bun out of the road so I don't actually accidentally get it covered in, what do you call it? Ink. Right. Now, that was ice spruce. Where did I put the lid? Right. I should put you away too. Pop it. Now, I'm going to go... I have some colours here to lift the green. I have Stormy Sky, Rusty Hinge, Dusty Concord, and I'm trying to make my mind up. Do I go for saltwater taffy or milled lavender? I think I'm going to go for milled lavender because those colours, I think, work very prettily together, don't they? So I have this very pretty little jobby, and I'm going to do that in my Dusty Concord. And this just is one of those sort of little, we call them dandelion clocks in the countryside. I have no idea what everybody else calls them. My granddaughter calls them wish makers, which I think is gorgeous. Now, I'm going to hold this down to let the ink... Isn't that the prettiest colour? Love that colour. I know it's not the proper colour, but it doesn't matter. We're making our own paper. We can make it whatever colour we want. Now I want to do a nice big one up there. There we go. Right. Have I got ink all over my fingers? Indeed I have. I think one here. There we go. Oh, I've smudged that one. Doesn't matter. Don't panic. It doesn't have to be perfect. And one down here. Oh, that is so sweet. I think I need one over here. Right. Get the ink off. For anybody that's panicking and wondered if I just rubbed that off of my cardigan, I'm wearing dungarees. There, that's cute, isn't it? Now, I just want the stem up here, like that. I want a little bit of the flower down here, like that. And just, let me get that right. Actually, that one there. That's a bit close. I meant it to be over a bit, but it doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world. Actually, it knocks the whole thing off, doesn't it? So what I'm going to do, that one, those two are close together. So I've 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. No, these two are, no, that'll work. That'll work. I'm going to, because I've just inked this up, I'm going to do a little one down there in the corner. There we go. Just because I had that ink. Right, let me get the ink off this. Because if I don't, I'll forget what I've done and what I haven't done. Come on, clean up. That's it. And I'll lift that off and put that back. This is all indigo blue stamp set. This is it here, indigo blue. It's a very, very pretty one. No idea. It doesn't tell me what it's called anywhere on it. But it's a lovely one. And I bought it for the little sentiments and quotes and proverbs that were on it, because I think they're gorgeous. There's a Proust one there. I'm sure you've all heard about being grateful to people who make you happy, because they're the gardeners or something in life. Isn't that it? Makes your soul blossom or something like that. Right. I have this gorgeous rusty hinge, and I have this fabulous big long tall Sally thing. I've no idea what it's called, but I love it, and it's a tricky devil to get in here. Actually, I've inked it up, and I'm going to take it all back off because I'm not sure how I'm going. Oh, jeepers! Oh, I'm not sure. I'm going to have to dry the whole thing now. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to manage that on this page. Do you know what? I'm going to leave that for a moment. I'll come back to it. I have the text, so I'm not going to use a text script. I want to do this in Stormy Sky, which is a lovely blue. This is a little leaf, a little flower leaf, so I'm just going to put it in like that. Just to fill a few little spaces here and there. So there's 1, 2, 3. I think I need one up here. 4. And oops, I just put my finger in the ink. That's what you get for not looking what you're doing, Tanya. There. And I think, do I need one over here? Here? No, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, I'll put a wee leaf there. There we go. Do lovely. Now let's clean it up. And that'll do you. It's so easy to get carried away and do too much. And I am a great believer that less is more. It's always easy to add something in at a later date than it is. Now, what this needs now. I really love that big long tall Sally job, but I don't think it's going to work on that, so I'm going to rethink and pop it back in. Where are you, Puppet? In you go. Come on. Lovely, lovely stamp. But I'm thinking, oh, I didn't put you back in either, sweetie pie. There you go. I'm wondering, do I just go grungy or do I put a butterfly in? And I'm thinking if I put a butterfly in there. Oh, come on. We need a butterfly, don't we? We love our butterflies. My grandson, not grandson, my nephew used to call them butterflies, which I think is a lovely expression. And I heard somebody the other day using the expression flutterflies, something like that. Oh, yes, that was a good decision. Now, when you see me getting carried away, because I do love my butterflies. There we go. Yes, that's looking very pretty, isn't it? And that colour just lifts it. Now, I want one off camera there. Hopefully I'm not working off camera. Hopefully you're seeing all this because it is a mighty big page. I want a little one off there. Oh, I've got them in a little row. I do not like that. Let's see. I'm going to put you off there. I'm going to put you off there. Oh, I love making these. I could make these all day long. Do you know that? I should have been in what do you call that? Design, is it? Graphic designs or something like that. I could have worked for Laura Ashley or somebody. It'd been great fun. But I chose not to. Now, where do we go from here? Here? Yep. I have a feeling there's a little spot here, but I think if there'd be too many together. Yeah, I think I'm good at that. Oh, no, I'm not. I want a little one just off there. Perfect. Oh, it's so much fun. Right, let's get you back, little butterfly. Let's put you in there. Where did I get you from? There. Perfect. He's a lovely one, actually. That is a very sweet little set. Now, that's Rusty Hinge. Now, I am going to use a little bit of grunge, am I? I do love a bit of grunge. So I have a little... And I'm wondering what colour to do it in. I don't really want to introduce too many colours to this. So I need to keep it in the browns or blues or greens. And I'm wondering... Right, I have a very light colour here. Let's try you. This is milled lavender. And I don't tend to use a lot of lavenders and... Oh, yes! Oh, yes. I like that. Now, so what I'm doing is I'm using this as an excellent way of taking out too much blank space. If I have a lot of space anywhere that I'm not, I just get a little bit darker in there. If I'm not happy, you know, that there's just maybe a tad too much. Let's see, there. Definitely up here. That didn't come out, and there's a little bit in there, and there's a bit there needs a spot. You don't want too much blank space, and because you might be sitting thinking to yourself, oh, don't overdo it, and I'm the devil for that as well, not going nuts. But the last thing you want to do is cut a piece of this and have a huge big chunk of cream or coffee in our case and nothing else. So you sort of do have to go over those spaces, even if it's a little bit against the grain, just because the last thing you want is a load of... Oh, I got a line there. Oh, is it too late? Smudged it a bit, you wouldn't notice. Right, let me see. Tad there could do with a bit. Tad there could do with a bit. And I think that's me. No, there's a little bit there under the butterfly. Now I think that's me. No, there's another little bit. Any more? Do you see any more? Let's do it systematically. I think I've got another line there. Look at that. Let's put a bit more in there. Hide that a little bit. It'll not matter. Don't get too hung up on mistakes. It's a fun thing to do, and don't let a few lines here or there spoil it for you, because by the time you chop this all up, like, let's be honest, you're not going to use this as one piece. Even if you're only doing A4, you're not going to use it as one piece. You know, it's going to be, where's my, what have I done with my wiper upper, my cloth? What have I done with it? Oh, I've lost it. Right, let's clean it with a wipe. And we'll come back. It's here somewhere. There it is. It's underneath my stamps. Silly moo. Now, there we go. There we go. One finished design paper. And here's my other one that I made the other day. And I smudged it with this because it wasn't dry. Look, I've ruined it. Because I set this one that I'd made on top of it and smudged it. Oh, it is what it is. So do give them time to dry. Set them aside on a bit of clear space and let them dry. I love this. I absolutely love it. I think that's really, really pretty. It's a good idea to use your stencils to put in, to cover quite a bit of this space on the page. And then it makes putting in your little accents so much easier. I'm really, really happy with that. I hope you are. I hope you like it. And I will be putting it to use in the not too distant future. Oh, I've just noticed, look, it mustn't be completely dry because some of my stamps, do you see that? They've gone a little bit, they've sort of diffused a little bit. There's another one, look, on the page, and this one hasn't. This one has, this one hasn't, this one has. So it's just, this one definitely has. But you know what? I kind of like that effect. So my page hasn't been completely dry when I've stamped, and the inks have just sort of bled a little bit. Oh, it's lovely. Wasn't done intentionally. I wish I could say it was. But it wasn't, but it's really quite pretty. So there you go. I'm going to leave it there before I see any more mistakes, like doing something upside down. And I'm going to leave it with you. And all it really remains for me to say is, once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your support, be it subscribing, give me a thumbs up, just watching the video, to all those lovely crafters, new and not so new, that leave me the sweetest and kindest messages. You are far too generous, but I'm ever so grateful for you, and I'm ever so grateful to you. You're the reason that I keep doing this. Those little comments mean the absolute world to me, and sometimes I'm reading them and I'm close to tears, but there's other times I'm reading them and I'm thinking to myself, what an ego trip. I'm not that good. I'm really not that good. And people keep sending me these messages talking about talent and stuff, and I feel such a fraud. All I do is throw a bit of ink at paper or paint at paper, and I enjoy it. And I think that's what matters. Ultimately, it's just about having a bit of fun, going for it and having a bit of fun. And that's all I do. So thank you, though, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. You really are the loveliest band of people. And I'm ever so grateful that you've chosen to watch my channel. And I'm ever so grateful for those comments. So I'm going to leave it there before I end up talking for a half an hour and boring you all to tears. I'm going to go and give you all peace. So thank you so much. Have a lovely day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Take care. Happy crafting. Bye-bye.